the IMO pod with 3 young kings. Sukali, DT and Uzi on this. In my opinion, we're the pod of the year. We mix the banter with the edutainment. Sukali, you know, be the girl them sugar. Don't talk DT, designate driver. Tumichi Susa, Uzi takes it too far. You never know how far you can go if you don't try. We and them boys, we're not cohesive.
Oh my
And it was
God.
like, I learned a lesson of, brother, stop thinking you're too smart. And then it's so mad now, it even shows on record that you got personality disorder.
my
But you was diagnosed. I'm like,
Yes.
yeah,
I can see where you get
I can
that.
see how you got to that. But there's an extra, so it's like I learned that situation because I always used to try and outwit the other, I can't help myself.
100%. As a hustler,
And I
of course.
got caught up a couple times and stuff like that. Another time, I'm down the segregation unit. When you're in segregation, 24-hour bang up, so we're down there, and every now and then, you get a few people that can't really do it. They start kicking off, whatever, not smashing stuff, right? So they're all making this like, listen, tomorrow, move to the office as red. This man's down, and I'm looking at them like, are you man?
Are you, man?
Like, obviously, man's like down, but you see that part you lot just mentioned?
Yeah.
Man's not really.
Leave man out.
I'm actually cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like I hear what you man are on though. I see what I'm going. But that's not. Like, I've all joined a plan. So now when the officers come, we're all in it together.
Oh, man.
But not on that. Like, obviously, I wasn't
Not this part.
on that part.
That part there, I wasn't on that part.
You're involved. And remember this, in jail, it's like, when they say you're involved, it's not a thing of, okay, you tell us who done it. It doesn't work like that.
You're all getting the same.
Everyone's getting punished, and that's it. We'll just forget about it. Because you lot are already doing a prison time.
Man.
What else was the worst?
Yeah.
More
punishment.
So whether to take your TV for a month or whatever it is it might be or whatever, or you was, because I always used to get in trouble for inciting stuff.
It's thorough.
And it was all unintentional.
Of course.
Of course. Stuff. And people be just getting in. I'm like, no, but I never said it.
I just said just bang him once. I didn't tell you to bang him 10 times. I didn't tell you to bang him.
So I've learned to always, I think that told me to stop trying to think you're too smart. Because I've got caught up a couple times and I'm just like, it can't happen. But
That's
funny shit, though.
hilarious.
That's life though.
No, it is. That was so funny.
Funny.
So touch on something I wanted to bring up. So I might just bring up now. So obviously you mentioned how you've been in jail and stuff like that. And there was one bar that you did that it resonated with me. You said something along the lines of come a long way since I had to eat out the kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And online, they start to glamorize prison a bit. I see man get deliveries of Hakkasan. I see man.
I saw that one.
Yeah, man wearing Versace robes.
Man getting what? In prison?
In prison.
A man again delivering
Man are getting
Hakkasan.
gourmet meals, and they've started to glamorize prison.
Swear
So
down.
you've brought it back to the real, like man eating out the kettle. What is it really like, bro?
Yeah, the man are capping still. If you see anything,
Man said they're capping.
if you see, yeah, it's caps. Prison separated the categories, maximum to minimum. So you got A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
The guy just see what the takeaway is, then a D cap.
Okay.
Wow. So they're
man,
fooling us.
They ain't got no metal doors. It's just wooden
That man
wooden
literally
doors.
like a little-
There's
That's
no
the one.
locking
That's where
their
you get
door.
to before
Yeah.
when you're about to come
There's
out,
no
kind of
fence
thing.
around the prison.
Yeah.
So what you can do if you've got your phone is just dial up at Uber Eats
And then they
and
deliver it.
send a man to run to the fence line and grab it for you.
Seriously?
Yeah,
got-
but
they
there's
go
no
through-
fence.
Oh.
There's just a line that they say to you,
Don't cross that line.
don't cross that line. It's like, all right, cool. Somebody's gonna cross. What do you mean don't cross that line? Somebody's gonna
Someone's
cross the line.
gonna cross that line, bro.
There's
Do you know
someone
you
in there
got
that will
criminals in here?
run and get a
Of course.
takeaway. People used to sneak
100%.
girls into the cats.
Swear down.
There's no fence. They just walk on. You just gotta not get caught.
That must be where my cousin's at. Because they called me yesterday, and then actually called my auntie because I've been trying to get him my number in it, and I was like, oh, is that my man? I was like, oh, can you get my number? He's like, oh, hold on one sec, let me go grab a pen and a paper. I'm thinking, what? You could just go grab pen and paper like that?
Now you can do that in everywhere.
I swear.
Yeah.
No, I think it goes down in.
It goes down.
Yeah,
The
because
sooner
they're
you're
a bit
coming
dangerous
out,
with a pen,
the sooner
yeah.
you're coming out, you start going down. No.
Yeah, but the idea is
Yeah, because
to
I'm thinking the pen you can
Ease you off.
but it's risk factors as well.
Yeah.
So the idea is if it was going through like a proper chronological order, you could start in a cat A and you should finish in a D.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really go like that.
Yeah.
So certain sentences you get, say for example, any sentence that's 10 years over, you become an automatic B. You start at a B.
That's the minimum
Yeah,
you
you
could
start
be
at
in.
B and you work your way to C and D.
Yeah.
Certain sentences you go straight to A.
Yeah.
Like what,
See,
murder and stuff like that?
The murder, it's because
Straight.
because of that type of sentence. So the country, they've got 5 dispersals. Dispersals in the prison nobody hears about.
Flipping it.
That's the maximum security prisons.
Sheesh.
That's
Okay.
that's the prisons that they can't tell you what's going on in there because the public don't want to know. They think they do, but they don't.
But they don't want to know.
They don't want to know.
That's the one that's
The
like
amount of-
America
the amount
jail,
of deaths
basically.
in custody.
Yeah.
The amount, like a lot of crazy things going on in there, but they can't. If they showed it, the public would have a whole prison reform situation. Would happen. If they show what's really going on.
What's really going on in there?
You know, so you got that. So you got the 5 dispersals. So it's Long Larton, Full Sutton, Whitemore, Wakefield.
I heard of
There's
it.
one more that's not coming to my head. That's the one of 5.
Okay.
Maximum
Those are
security.
maximum.
Wakefield is more for like people with like mental difficulties or whatever. Not. But the other 3 is like, yo,
You done the mad thing.
you get your rec, your 30 rec. That's what you're going straight away.
Yeah.
But you can. But the idea, what they got it there is, it's not all just gloom and doom. The reason the maximum security is work for the long termers is because, say, for example, on the wings they have a kitchen. The prison service have realized, because they're smart, these guys are doing life sentences.
Yeah.
If we give them something to engage in, it might just keep them away from ripping the walls apart.
I see what you mean.
So you have a kitchen on every wing with a deep freezer, cooker, all of that type of stuff. So in those prisons, you cook your own food.
Cook it.
Yeah,
Okay.
You buy the steak, you buy the chicken.
Oh,
You
okay.
season it the night before. The whole same thing.
Swear down.
But they try to
Okay.
give you as normal, polite as possible. Other than the times people use the kitchen knives to stab people.
Stab
But-
people. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm
They
saying.
got the kitchen knives on a string, and in order
okay.
to go and get out the office, you got to hand in your ID card, and they got to know that you're the one.
So
that
you're
up for the
responsible
knife,
for it.
which don't because their whole safeguarding no matter. If I'm really gonna do something,
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
do
care.
it.
I'm
And I'm not gonna
saying.
care if you know you
That's
gave me
what
the
I'm
knife.
saying.
What do you
I'm
mean
Take
I'm
my
gonna-
ID. Keep
So
my ID.
in there, that's why it's quite dangerous. So in those prisons, that's how they have it, and it's
Flipping
quite
that.
chilled because everyone's doing live. So when something happens, something actually happens.
Yeah.
If I'm doing live and I get in a problem with you, and I take yours, it doesn't matter. I'm already doing live.
Yeah.
You can't do more because we could have execution.
It's
here
proper
as well.
tents in
It's not
there.
here.
So it's like, so you got that. Whereas a BCAT is more of a training prison. They'd have more courses for you to do, some vocational courses. You try and build up your education.
Try to
thing.
rehabilitate
You
you.
rehabilitate, and then you build from there, go to a C. And then a C now, it's a working prison. You might do a plumbing course. You might do a lifting.
Yeah.
You might do it's employability skills.
Yeah.
That's what CCAT takes care of, employability skills. And then
Okay.
DCAT is putting those skills in effect. So you'll be living in the DCAT and working in the community prior to your release. So we can kind of see how your thing's set
Oh,
up.
you're managing.
Yeah.
Now, if everybody
Wow.
actually went through that system, there'll be less reoffending. But the problem is a lot of men don't make it to the D. So someone like me getting released from a B, you don't know how, if anything's implemented, works.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just got
So they actually don't follow you through the process. You just
Nah.
get released while you're still in B.
yeah. If
That's
you don't,
crazy.
yeah, it's risk factors, isn't it? If you get a certain sentence, like fraudsters, go straight to D.
Okay.
Oh,
they
that
go
light
straight to
work.
D.
No victimless.
Yeah.
No violence. They're straight over there. You know, like burglars, it's straight. But you know, there are people that are doing Bs and it's like serious offenses. And obviously, every category has sexual offenders or whatever not, but they always live in a different unit. Like the VP unit, group of vulnerable people. So it's like they have like a system in there that half makes sense, but the only thing about with the B cats, what they do is, and I hope they stopped it. Right, this podcast. I'm gonna say this on there. The government gonna like this one. What the government does is, so check this out as a business. The government takes contracts. So you see private prisons.
Yeah.
Private prisons is just a corporation that owns the prison.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So it's like us lot saying we got the P's, we put the
Wanna-
thing
yeah,
together, we
we're
can
buying
bid
it.
for a prison.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
us five in there, and just own it.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
doesn't make sense. Why should we own a prison?
Yeah.
So what happens is privatization happens. So the prisons get privatized because it's not a government contract. They then take contracts with businesses to set up warehouses in the prison because the idea is that there's always going to be a workflow.
Workflow, yeah.
Kind
That's
of
how
like
they
in
make
America,
money work
then,
for
innit?
peanuts, isn't it? Yeah, I see what you mean.
So like they have warehouses that they do hairnets.
Yeah.
You put light bulbs together, pop puree and and you go in there, it looks like it's a big warehouse. Everyone there on the machine going mad and check it out and they're paying you £7 a week. So you got to just look back, think of what these contractors, think of this like a never-ending workforce.
That's
You can offer
mad.
that to a business. Look how much money they're turning over.
How's that legal?
DHL have
What do you mean? 'Cause
warehouses in prison.
That's
DHL.
mad.
It's prisoners packaging stuff.
That's mad.
That's
£7
mad.
a week.
And then so they didn't have to pay you even minimum wage to do that.
Mm.
And then they have a higher capital. and then bid for more prisons and more prisons and more
I
prisons.
thought this was just an
crazy.
American thing.
Yeah, that's what they do. No, but I'm sure they do it
everywhere.
everywhere. Because I know they definitely do that in America. And that's why people always saying, fam, man, them don't want to work out here in the free world. But when you go in there...
But spud me. And this is my message to the youth. That's what my thing is.
Yeah.
I'm not... It's not no magic story or no... I'm telling you something simple.
This is
You're going to get
facts.
into prison and work.
And work.
So you see, if you tell me on the road, you don't want to
peanuts,
work,
for
it don't make
peanuts.
sense to me.
It don't make no sense.
You're going to be over there mopping the landing.
For £7 a week,
£7 a week.
Yeah, bro.
And if I should show you something of to £12 an hour, you're going to look at me like I'm crazy. No, you're crazy.
You're crazy. Yeah.
But when you go to jail, you're going to work for £5 a week. £7
Exactly.
a good wage.
It's-
£1 a day.
£7 a good wage.
It's
Wow.
nuts.
So when you get in there and I see you're in your greens mopping the landing, you're gonna talk, but you're gonna say you're on roll. You're not willing to work. So my thing is, I went to prison. You have to submit at some point. Submit to your own desires, not to nobody. Submit to the fact that maybe I'm not gonna be a billionaire.
Oh, man.
You know, like, you have to submit that. Yeah, that last idea didn't work.
That went all the way left.
Because you're in there having to ask yourself questions like, am I here sweeping the landing for £4 a week?
Me, a whole
I
me.
just get a job on road then.
You know what I mean?
McDonald's
you know
pays more
I
than
might
that.
as well just work on road.
Yeah.
Why am I coming here to submit for £4? And you remember this? Here's the thing about it. See, for that £4 a week, you press the button, beg them to give you the job.
Yeah, you're begging to get the job.
Furthermore, before they even offer you the job, you offer to do it voluntarily, just so that you can get the job.
Why is that? What is it about?
Get out yourself.
Freedom.
Yeah, yourself. Come on, bro.
Temporary
They
freedom.
know this, bro.
Yeah. So imagine you now, and then you find moments where you've clowned yourself, where you're pressing that bell, and you're like, brother, am I pressing my bell to offer to come and mop this landing for nothing?
Bro,
Like, is this where my life is coming to?
That's a mopping the landing.
Is this where my life is coming to, brother? Am I just going to mop this landing for nothing? Like,
You know, my
he's right.
auntie-
'Cause I think, how do people, like, I wish people that go jail and come out, like with everything intact.
you have to be
Bro, I
honest with
respect.
yourself.
Bro, I got locked up for like 10 hours in police station.
Mad.
I was losing my mind, bro. Just one day.
You're different, though. You're not the best. You're not the best example.
No, but I know what you mean. I know what you
You
mean.
can't stay by yourself, though.
Now
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
why.
yeah.
Now I see why they will take that job for free, bro.
100%.
Like bro, it's just you can't
gonna come
think,
at yourself.
bro. It was so bad.
No, but my thing is this, right? I know for a fact, a lot of the youths and that, like, it's been said enough already. Like, we know, like, they know what gone. They know you're gonna go jail. You know you're gonna have to do these jobs. Like, do you know what I mean? But you don't want to do it on the road. What do you think? Why do you think they just keep doing the same? Why we keep falling for the same cycle? We keep doing the same thing all the time.
It's simple,
keep
man.
ending up in jail.
It's simple. It's just desires, isn't it? At some point in your life, you outgrow your desires. At some point, you flip them over. At some point, you're just stuck in them. You know, that's how people have habits. We are creatures of habits. Naturally,
Yeah,
human
100%.
beings.
Yeah.
So you just got to be very mindful of your desires. So like, say for example, if there's something I do a bit too much, I try to stop it.
Yeah.
Even if it's not coming to me at a detriment. Because I just don't want it to be a habit.
Yeah.
Because I know, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you might go left. So that's with anything, you know, there's anything in moderation. So I think for like, depending on what stage you're alive, what age you are, your desires changes. And I think there is a natural progression. There is not a magic solution to keep young people off the streets. Some of them have to just go through it, and some of them will pick up the gems.
We'll pick. Okay. So that's your views on it. Like,
Yeah, So my thing is, I'm not telling no one. I've always prided myself. I'm not trying to tell you how to be.
how to be.
I'm going to tell you how it went wrong for me.
And then you make your decision.
And then you make a decision.
Yeah, you make your decision.
If you want to do that, but when you sit in your cell, you're going to be like, damn, Vic told me about this. It's going to come back to you. Exactly what. Yeah. You're pressing that bell and it's going to come to you like, oh my days. I remember Vic saying I was going to be in there pressing the bell.
Mopping the landing. Mopping the landing for £7 an hour.
Yeah. And then you're thinking blood. And and it's like, reality is coming to you in there.
In there, yeah.
Unless you're so far gone, you're only far gone when you lie to yourself. If you're lying to yourself, it's over. There's no hope for you.
There's no hope for you. We can't help you.
We can't help you. If you're lying to yourself. Someone lying to you, we can get you the truth.
Yeah, the truth, yeah.
If you're lying to yourself, there's just like, but
that's a you problem.
that's a you problem. So then when you decide to stop lying, and at some point we all lie to ourselves. I
100%.
lied to myself for years.
Even till today, we still lie to ourselves to some degree.
Yeah, I lied to myself.
Yeah, all
lie
the
to
time.
yourself. And I think prison helped me be, like, it got me to my honesty a lot quicker.
I can see that. I can see how it humbles you.
Yeah, it's like,
Did you have a job?
Yeah, of course.
What was
Is
your
it-
The best jobs.
Is that what was your
So here's the thing, right?
What was
You have to shut up on this one. He's like, yeah, sir.
Here's the thing, right? In my head, right, I'm a solution-based thinker.
Okay, yeah.
Here's the reality. Like, I'm in this place. I'm gonna have to be here for 11 years.
Damn,
It's hard enough as it is.
that's time.
I can't be making it harder for myself. Surely not.
Yeah.
So first thing I had to do was, what is this system? How does it work? There is something called prison law. There is PSOs and there's PSIs. That's prison service instructions and prison service orders.
That's dope.
I looked in the library. I saw in a book one time, they're offering the course for $69.99, the prison law course. Me naturally being a crook by nature.
Yeah, by nature.
The environment I have to study first. So my first thing I done was learn the laws that govern the prison. Even
That's
the stuff the
hard.
officers don't know.
That's
I knew
hard.
that I was literate enough to use my pen.
Yeah.
And I know that was the only thing that was gonna help me in there. I'm not good at this. They're gonna just bend me up, press the bell, 100 of them run, and put my arm all the way around the back of my neck. And I'm just not gonna let you roll me on the floor like that. I'm not gonna behave like an animal for you to treat me like a
Treat him
person.
like yeah.
So I'm gonna learn how to communicate and get around things. So, you had like schemes. So you could be a basic prisoner, a standard, or enhanced. Basic, you just got no TV. You just get once a month. It's mad, we're already in it. I can't be on basic.
Yeah. Whereas I can't be on basic.
I'm not a basic brother.
Wherever I'm at, basically, I gotta be at the
I
top.
gotta be at the top. Come
Yeah.
on. And basic, so basically, you have out of your private spends, so your family send you money in. If you're on basic, you only get £5 a week from whatever is in your private spend.
That's mad.
Even if it's a bag in
It
there.
doesn't matter.
So
it's
they
£5.
allocate what you get.
They give you, you're allowed a £5.
Wow.
If you're a standard prisoner, you get £12.50. And if you're enhanced, you get £25.
That's not bad.
And that's money you get on top of whatever your wages.
Okay.
£7.
So me, two people. The people that take care of the food, the people that wash the clothes. So I knew that's the two things of the prisoner. Without those two things, you
can't
Forget
don't
about it.
care what phone you got in you're not eating right, your laundry's not getting done, your sentence is over.
Done.
So I always used to direct myself to like orderly positions. I'll be the laundry orderly. I put myself in a position I need. You gotta be nice to the laundry. I gotta wash your clothes. And then I might move from there to I'm the servery guy. Now to work in the servery, they needed people that were staunch, firm, respected. Because man to come in there and be like, yeah, no, I want 2 chickens, fam. You gotta be able to
You gotta be
say, "But I can't do that."
like, nah.
Yeah.
I can't do that, bro. Like, because someone else ain't gonna get food.
Okay.
And then you gotta be, so I'll be in that position, but then also it makes sense to be nice with the guy on the servery. So I knew how to put myself in a position where I could be used.
You're smart.
I've done that my whole life.
That's clever.
I know I have to be used.
I'm not lying to myself.
When you are useless, nothing happens
Nothing
for you.
happens. You gotta be useful.
Useless boy.
Yeah.
So it's better to be used.
You gotta be useful. You need to make yourself useful.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to go over people's heads. It is better to be used than to be useless.
Useless. Think
Yeah.
about
Boy,
it.
nobody wants to know you.
Nobody wants to know
So I
you.
need to put myself in like positions of power, okay, I work in a servery, and I got manners. I don't have, I was raised properly. I wasn't dragged up, so I know how to talk to people.
I wasn't dragged up.
That went long way in there.
Okay.
And then on top of that stuff, and then psychology comes into it. So I'm winning all the strongman competitions. I'm the nicest guy.
Yeah.
So automatically you think there's something sinister about this shit.
Yeah.
How is he so strong and so nice?
The big friendly giant.
You're like, why is my man so polite? Yeah, that's mad. Strong though.
Yeah. I know you're strong.
get what I'm saying?
When I spoke to him and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come on and you, no. I felt like,
So they're
he's
thinking
definitely
that.
coming.
But then every couple of years to keep the psychology topped up, you gotta demonstrate. Someone always gonna try you.
Yes.
As nice as you are. I promise you, as nice as you are,
Someone's
always
that
gonna-
man's still gonna just try you.
Of course.
Just for the
Your
sake of...
politeness might get on their nerves.
Yeah.
So we just gotta demonstrate on you.
Okay.
That's mad.
You would have to do those once every so often.
And you gotta make an example out
So
of it.
now
day.
you do that. Oh, that's why he's quiet still.
He's a madman.
So I had to learn prison from a standpoint where at first I was fighting the officers a lot because I didn't, where I learned, how black people will learn some new rules and that. I'm on the line in one of my mouth, put in a complaint form, quote, PSI, a paragraph. It's like, brother, you just learn, you learn one course and that, you're at it, and you just shit me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I used to
Man.
get transferred. Within like 4 years, I went to like 16 prisons and I had to learn, like,
Jesus Christ.
stop doing what you're doing, stop doing that.
Wow.
Like, I always was just too upfront of it. What? No, you can't put your hand on him like that. You know what? We'll put it in a complaint form. Hey, the whole wing, sign it. You know, that type of stuff.
Petition. Like, this is the problem. Like,
you get shipped out.
That night they come to the door.
Yeah.
Pack your stuff.
Pack
Get
your
this one out,
stuff.
match. Yeah.
And how they say to you, we've got a progressive move for you.
Progressive move.
You're like, I never put in a transfer. Now we think this would like be good for you.
It'll be good for you.
And you're like, I'm happy where I am.
You're like,
I'm happy where I am.
they're like, yeah, no, it's not option. You're guy.
Serious.
It's
By
not
the
the
way.
nice cities and the end with, yeah, but you just have to go there. Yeah, the bundle you'll put you in there. And refusing the transfer, you can get extra days for it.
Wow.
So it's like, I used to get shipped around a lot, but then I learned to just kind of control it. So to answer your question, my first thing in there was about being honest with myself. It was over, man. The dream was over. Nobody was walking in the sunset with a bag of money. That was done. See that vision? Like, yeah, like
Reality.
when you're young on the block, like, yeah, man's about to hit a belly one of these days.
Yeah.
Gone. Or I'm gonna bang and move and just be gone. So first you have to accept this. It's
Nah,
not gonna go like that.
not like that.
Yeah,
We got to re-strategize.
it's like, yeah, you tried, but
This didn't pattern.
Wow.
accept it now. Don't. And people want to go again, so I had to accept that. Secondly, it's like be aware of my mental health and be honest to that, because I went therapy in there a lot and counselling because how my mind was set up. It's still kind of, I'm still dealing with the cobwebs now. It's just when you live a certain way, it's just not right, bro, man. You can't live a productive life with that type of mindset. and mentality.
Yeah.
You know, like things have been indoctrinated in you. That's against even your moral compass. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, whether
That's
it's
mad.
like, I'm a man that, contrary to popular belief, everyone thinks he loves fighting. Nobody can tell me in prison, yeah, a couple man got knocked out, but nobody can tell me I had a fight.
Man's a couple man got knocked out.
Or nobody can tell me I have a bad reputation of talking to people, or I'm impolite, or so I've never been an advocate for it. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So you have to be honest with that part of yourself in there with the life you've led, because there's an element of me that, yes, like a lot of men, especially young black men, don't admit it. Yes, I was doing the badness stuff, but I wasn't really a bad youth.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does,
So
yeah.
while you're on that though, so can you talk more about like your upbringing then? Where do you feel like some of the challenges you've had to face?
Yeah, it's mad because you get indoctrinated. So like, I wasn't a bad youth. I was a kid that came here from Africa, and I'm in South East London. My parents are not in the country.
At what age did you come?
8.
Okay. Yeah, that's
My
like
parents are
rough,
not in the
man.
country, and primary school getting bullied for the accent,
Yeah.
the clothing.
I went through that, yeah.
We all went
And I
through
didn't
that,
know how
yeah.
to, and I'm allowing the bullying to go on because I don't know how to react, because back home in Africa, teachers move to you. So, you're saying teachers put my hands on you.
Yeah. They put hands
So
and
I'm
feet on
thinking
you.
if I don't know, put my hand on a student, it might just all go left. I don't know the system. My auntie ain't explained to me, she said, you're going to school. This is your new school now. So now I'm just here. So it took a long time to figure out that system of like people, that type of thing. Like, bro, like, okay, so I'm the butt of the joke. Okay, cool. The African kid. Okay. Oh, my accent's a problem over here. Okay, the African jokes. Okay, your house smells like this. Okay, the fufu jokes. So it took a while. So I was very confused. So that was like my upbringing, late primary school. And then secondary school, I think, year 7 was more or less the same thing. I was outside, but I was more sporty. I like playing sport. I'm an athlete. I can run basketball, football, rugby, one of them youths. Like, it's annoyingly good at, could do everything.
Good at everything, yeah.
Jack of all trades.
Javelin, everything. So it's like, I was more like that. And then I think when I was 13, 14, my dad died.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that,
That was
bro.
my
Yeah.
turning point.
Okay.
Wow.
So it was just like,
Made you angry.
yeah, I just like, felt like, yeah, it's like, oh, bro, like, my mom was living in Germany at the time. I'm like, wow, like, no one cares if man lives or die. Like, it doesn't really matter. So
So was your dad here at that time?
Nah, my dad was back home.
Okay.
And I think at the time, 13, 14, I was really getting lost secretly.
Yeah.
Lost within my own mental health. My mental health was kind of low because it was just like, it was hard being in school. Like, I don't know what parents even feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know none of those normal stuff I do with my kids. This is the first time I'm doing it, so we're doing it
Sports
first
day.
time
On
together.
me. On me. The same thing. I can
Do you get
relate
what
to
I'm
that.
saying?
On me.
Where
Yeah.
the experiences,
100%.
I'm like the kid, like,
Yeah.
I'm in sports day trying to race every dad. Like, who's dad?
Yeah, who's dad's what?
Every dad,
Yeah.
No one wants to race because
Yeah.
you're aggressive.
Like, all right, calm down,
Oh,
mate. Calm down, Vic.
Like, it's for the kids. This is not
It's not about you,
Kids,
Vic.
yeah.
So it was a lot of that, and I think when my dad died, I just got deeper and deeper into the streets, and yeah, just one black hole into another. And I think you then develop a mindset. You know, I came up with the bank robbers. So the Robin Hood theory, there was an idea of stealing from government, robbing government establishments because it's insured money, and as long as you don't hurt nobody
is calm.
it's not like madness. And that was back when, before banks had shutters. It was just a desk, someone sitting at the back of the desk.
Yeah.
Building societies.
Yeah, the building society.
So I came up in that era where that was the thing. Before trapping was like, it was outside licking it. So, and for me, it was, it's like I got into that and I was able to, and it was just like, this is me now.
It was easy for you. It was easy.
Yeah, because it just felt like, I think at the time, the logic made sense. I'm not hurting no civilians.
Yeah.
I'm taking money from the government.
And it's insured. They're going to get
And
replaced.
it's insured money. So that's what would get repeated in the shop. Like, listen, money's insured.
Don't worry.
You ain't gonna harm you.
Just do the thing. Give it,
You just hop over the take the trade, just chill. So that would always be reiterated. So in my head, it justified.
It justified it.
The act, which is that, which, you know, later on you realize it's not justifiable, bro.
Yeah.
You're just telling yourself stuff.
For real.
To make yourself
You're lying to yourself to make yourself feel better about what you did.
Wherever you get to sleep at night.
You're just telling yourself stuff, or you're a criminal. Like, think about it. We don't hurt no one.
You are not Robin Hood.
You're not Robin Hood, but we don't hurt no one.
I told myself that. I told myself
you're
that.
a criminal. So there was a lot of this type of justifications, and like street code works on those like illogical justifications.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the street code's set on all of that.
It's literally.
And it's crazy because it's all designed to make sure you never clock the game. That's what all those codes are based on. To keep that circle revolving. That's why certain environments never change. The people do. But what's going around is the same.
Don't change.
Literally, it's generation after generation.
Generation after
same
generation.
thing, innit?
So it just perpetuates. So it's like, when you're in that and you ain't got no parent and you're a kid,
no direction.
love, innit? Like, I think the elders love me, innit? I'm like, yo, what? Talking about they love me, fam. When I had a fight the other day, you know what I'm saying? They were making sure no one didn't get him. So it's like, you're taking, but I'm being used because the older youths can see,
they can see
I'm
the
just
potential.
more capable than the youths of my age. So then they inflate your head.
It's grooming, innit?
I'm playing on it, it's grooming. And then you're the man for your age group, but so you don't realize you're being groomed because everyone in your age group look at you. When you walk in the house party, you're the man.
You're the guy. Yeah, you're the guy.
So you ain't realizing that seed that got planted by my man over there. And every time he rings you, you link him and step. And you don't even think about your life or your freedom or your safety. You don't think of nothing. You just think, that's my guy, I'm doing whatever for him. You get what I'm saying to you? And that just revolves. You get away with one thing, makes you braver. You get away with another one.
Yeah, it just
and another one.
tops it up.
Eventually, you just think, yo, I'm invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then when the handcuffs go on,
that's what reality sets.
The come down is crazy. You're like, oh, shit, this is real life. It's
not a movie. It's not a video game.
Just to touch on what you were saying there, like how do you break from that, innit? Because in terms of you talking about the bullying in school, because I went through the same experience, because I came when I was 12, straight to year 8, accent, whatever. And I was saying to him literally the other day, like, it's a bad habit. Like, I just buy too much trainers. Like, I'm that guy now known for trainers. You understand? Because I remember someone cussing me, like, I came in, like, you know, like, on close day, you ain't got kicks, whatever. I'm coming in
shoes and tracksuits.
Bro,
man's wearing shoes and tracksuits.
Let me tell you, the kicks I came in, I brought that from Nige. On school day. There was fake Jordans with a fake jump, man.
But you thought they were
with a fake
bro,
jump,
I
man.
thought that was the thing, bro.
Thank you.
They laughed at me, and ever since that, I still remember it like it was yesterday. But that's not also taken away from the fact that I don't see myself as someone that got bullied, because I used to fight my way.
I used to fight my way.
It is bullying. But you tell yourself that because you're like an alpha male. Like, man never got bullied, you know what I'm saying to you? So I think, like, I just buy trainers, like, every time. I can't like, snap away from that.
And
I look at my room sometimes, like, bro, like, man, I don't need all these. I can't even run through them. So, like, from someone that's very, like, knowledgeable, like, you've been, like, how do you, like, break from that, bro? How do you, like, you know what I mean? This is years, but I still can't.
I think
you know what I mean?
You don't ever break away. You just learn to manage it.
Yeah.
I think PTSD it's very severe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's not curable completely.
Yeah.
You learn to cope, you learn to adapt, you learn to manage.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's deep. That trainers thing you're talking about, that is a deep thing. And it's like, it will get wrapped under the guise of fashion.
Yeah. Shout out Amaka, Andrea, and Obi. They're steady working, so we ballin' like Kobe.